First reading, a reading from the book of Ruth, chapter 1, verses 1, 3 to 6, 14 to 16, and 22. In the days when the judges were governing, a famine occurred in the country, and a certain man from Bethlehem of Judah went he, his wife, and his two sons to live in the plains of Moab. Elimelech, Naomi's husband, died, and she and her two sons were left. These married Moabite women. One was called Orpah and the other Ruth. They lived there for about 10 years. Mahlon and Chilion then both died too, and Naomi was thus bereft of her two sons and her husband. She then decided to come back from the plains of Moab with her daughters in law, having heard in the plains of Moab that God had visited his people and give them food. They started weeping loudly all over again. Orpah then kissed her mother in law and went back to her people, but Ruth stayed with her. Naomi then said, "Look, your sister in law has gone back to her people and to her God. Go home too, follow your sister in law." But Ruth said, "Do not press me to leave you and to stop going with you, for wherever you go, I shall go. Wherever you live, I shall live. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God." This was how Naomi came home with her daughter in law, Ruth the Moabitess, on returning from the plains of Moab. They arrived in Bethlehem at the beginning of the barley harvest. This is the word of Lord. Thanks be to God. A reading from the Gospel according to Matthew, chapter 22, verses 34 to 40. But when the Pharisees heard that he had silenced and Sadducees, they got together and to put him to the test, one of them put a further question: "Master, which is the greatest commandment of the law?" Jesus said to him, "You must love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. This is the greatest and the first commandment. The second resembles it. You must love your neighbor as yourself. On these two commandments hang the whole law and the prophets too."